suck. It's going to feel like you are withdrawing from a drug. It's going to suck. You're going to whine.
I love me some Dana. This original post, Dana's response to someone asking how to get out of those toxic relationships after being there for so long. What she's saying in this part that I clipped is that first you have to leave, and it's going to fucking hurt. I have a pattern of narcissists in my life, but the last one, man, that was the one that gutted me. The point where I'd leave and I'd come back and I'd leave and I'd come back, and I remember like sitting down the street from my house at night, not wanting to go home because I just hated him so much. But it wasn't even him I hated. It was the fact that I loved him so much in spite of how awful he was. Like, I remember begging God for signs of clarity, but I didn't want the truth. I wanted the truth to be something different than it was. I knew the truth. I wanted God to show me his potential, show me all these things that I was staying and hanging on for. And he didn't. He kept showing me these signs like, girl, if you want a life, you gotta go. And then I went. It fucking hurt. Sometimes the things that we have to do for ourselves don't feel good. They feel good down the line. And like looking back, I'm like, I can't believe I stayed with that dude and cost me an extra 5 years with the person that I'm with now. But I needed those lessons to be able to spend some time healing so I could be ready to accept the love of the person that I have in my life today. I remember legitimately laying on the floor in my bathroom in fetal position crying because I didn't want my daughter to see me cry, but I was in so much pain. I remember praying this dude would unalive himself because I thought that was the only way that I was going to get away from him, because he wasn't really going to leave me because I was his ways and means of getting whatever he needed. And I didn't think that I'd ever have the power or the courage or the strength to leave him because I had tried so many times and failed. And someone close to me in my life used to tell me all the time, you're not done yet. When the pain of staying becomes greater than the pain of leaving, you'll be done. And the day that I left, I felt in my core that the pain of staying was greater than the pain of leaving, but the pain of leaving was fucking awful. This clip, Dana talks about like you're going to feel like you're withdrawing from a drug. I'm an opiate addict. I've been clean for 11 years, and the worst pain I've ever felt in my life was withdrawing from opiates. Awful. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. This came real close. This was one of those pains that like I felt in my body, in my spirit, in my soul, in my mind, in my obsessions, in every element of my being. I felt this pain. It's hard to leave. And it's hard to get into a relationship after leaving a narcissist because you second guess them, you question them, and like you're taking the trauma from that relationship into this relationship and making the new person pay a consequence that they didn't even cause the problem to begin with. I'm healing. Luckily, the person I'm with now was my best friend way before that. So he knows the trauma that I went through and does everything in his power to make sure I know he is not him. If you're struggling with a relationship that's toxic, with a narcissist, with an addict, with whatever the poison is, I promise you, if you find the strength to leave, life on the other side is so much better.